Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Fidelis. Today I would like to talk about why I strongly believe that nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity. I remember back when I was in class 8 and I was studying so hard because every teacher was telling me study so hard so you can go to the school of your dreams. I just want to go to a good school, so that's all I'm gonna do, and that's all I focused on doing. I remember I got 416 out of 500 and I was so sure that I was gonna get called to the school that I wanted, which was Mwihaki. And after Mwihaki, the next school of choice was Limuru Girls. And then I got called to St. Anne's, which was my third choice. And I remember on the first day going to school, passing all these, I believe it was tea plantations, and I asked myself, my God, will I really survive this for 4 years? But trust me when I say that your greatest opportunity could be where you are right now watching this video. Because for me, it happened in St. Anne's High School. I remember this particular day where the headmistress, her name was Mrs. Ringi, told us at parade, there's an opportunity for someone to travel abroad. If any of you is interested, make sure to see me during break. And I was like, wait, what? And I really hated school. So any opportunity to be out of school, trust me, Fidelis would have jumped for it. And so I remember being so excited and I started imagining, oh my God, can I really get on a plane? And my imagination just went so wild. I could not see myself not going for that trip. And I know at the moment, my dad's finances were not the best. My sister and I were both in school, and my sister's school was actually way much more expensive than my school. And then to go and ask my dad to pay for me to take a trip to America, it almost didn't seem like something that was viable. I remember telling myself, the worst case scenario is he says no and then continues to tell you all the things that he's going through. But best case scenario, he says yes, then you get to go to America. And so I was like, I'm gonna ask. I'm going to ask, and if he says no, I can stomach through sitting down, listening to all my dad's problems, and then be like, okay, at least I tried. And I waited until my dad was in a good mood, and I presented this like you would present a business idea. And I was like, Dad, this is a good opportunity for me to get a passport when I'm this young, and chances are high they'll give me because I'm a student. And if I'm a student, then that means I can go, and when I come back and finish school, I can always go back again. It won't be as hard as it is for many people. And my dad is a businessman, and he was like, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. So he said, that's fine. So here I was, a 14-year-old traveling to America for a 2-week seminar. And I was very, very excited. And because I was very excited when I was at the seminar for these 2 weeks, I always made sure to volunteer. So I took advantage of the opportunity to be on stage, the opportunity to talk to other people, the opportunity to get recognized. Whenever there was an opportunity of, who wants to talk to us about their culture? Me. I took advantage of every opportunity. Who wants to? Me. And so I over participated during that seminar. So after the 2 weeks, I got back to Kenya. I got back to school, but what I now had that I didn't have before was the idea in my mind that it's possible to go to America. I have done it, so I can do it again. And I remember most times when I'd get so frustrated with life, I would just look through the album of the pictures that I'd taken when I was in America. I'll be like, oh, one day I'll get there. I'll be happy, And I remember knowing and having the feeling that, wow, I am actually destined for greatness. I am not going to lower my dreams to up here. I'm going to make sure I do big things because I've seen great things at such a young age. I have an opportunity for this. And this is why I say trust the timing of your life. Don't rush into anything. Whatever is meant to be always will be. And when I was in Form 4 second term, I got another letter. So one of the teachers had recognized me because I kept volunteering to do stuff and had written my name down. And so when they were inviting people for Obama's inauguration, she submitted my name. And so I received a personalized letter from the State House in America stating, you're being invited for Obama's inauguration. And oh my God. Okay, so now I'm in Form 4, right? So you can imagine the teachers are telling me study, study, study. And here I have a letter saying you're going to America. Whoa. And because everybody expected, like my dad said, if this affects your grades, you're not going to go. If this affects your grade, you're not going to go. And so I really tried. I tried extra. I really studied. That year, I tried to do as much as I could because I knew at the end of the year I'm going. And the good thing is I knew that this time I would go and I don't have to come back. I can actually start my life there. So fast forward, we did the KCSE, and then we had the December holidays, and then in January, I was supposed to attend Obama's inauguration. So that, my friends, is how I ended up in America. And I started my life as an adult when I was 16 and a half. But although I was 16 and a half, I always remembered how much my mom valued education, and she had pretty much made me believe that education was the passport to any kind of freedom I would want. If you want to be free from poverty, study something that will get you paid really good. And for me, I thought, you know what, if this education is that important, then I will really pursue it. And so I remember, like, my friends at school didn't have to work and go to school at the same time. I had to work while going to school full time, paying my own bills and paying my school. I didn't have a backup plan. My parents were in Africa. I was living in America. I still remembered my mom's words. She made me believe that education was the passport to the life that I would ever want to live. And I had that mentality. And so for me, I made sure I enrolled myself in school. Nobody actually forced me. I took myself. And I remember my friends had all the time to study. Why? Because all they had to do was come to school, go home, come to school, go home. Personally, I had to come to school, then I had to work after school, because financially I was still supporting my family back at home. But I still made it. Because the drive that was within me was much stronger than anything anyone could have said. To be honest, I knew where I was coming from. So I knew I had no backup plan. Like, I had no bridges to go back to. It was just me and myself. And so I had no choice but to make it. And sometimes you really have to get to that point where you realize, you know what? The only option here is to move forward. And that's a good place to be. So I kept pushing and pushing. You might be wondering, why is she telling me this story? I'm telling you this story because I've come to realize that when opportunity knocks, you have to get up from your comfort zone. You have to walk, make a step, and open the door for opportunity. And many people do not want to get off their comfort zone. If you're looking for love, then comfort zone is that relationship that you currently are in, although you do know deep in your heart that that's not the person for you. If your goal is to make money, then that means leaving that job that you hate so much, although it pays you, because of the comfort of getting that check every Friday. It's very convenient, it's very comfortable. And risk and follow your passion. Open that business. Because in the long run, that will bring you way much more income. And if your goal is passing exam, then that means sacrificing that 30-minute sleep in the morning and reading something. It means reading your notes on the subject before the teacher comes to teach it. So that by the time the teacher comes to teach it, you already have an idea of what the teacher is talking about. Then write down what your questions are. Listen to your other classmates. What questions are they asking? Write them down. Do you have an answer? Then after class, follow your teacher. Ask your teacher, listen, I would like to have a one-on-one. I don't know when you're available. I have some questions that I would like answered. And to be honest, with the subjects that I really enjoyed, that's what I did. And I got A's. So what is opportunity? Opportunity for me means when Mrs. Ringi came to parade and announced that, hey, I have this opportunity I'm like, whoa, that is something different. I want to try something different. It's scary, yes. Like, will my parents accept or not? And I'm like, I don't know, but I'm still going to ask. I'm still going to follow through. I'm still going to see at what point, how far I can go. It's the path less taken. It is me going for a 2-week seminar and being extremely outspoken, volunteering, An opportunity will not come with your name written on it. Someone will not have to come directly and say, Fidelis, I'm asking you if you can do this. No, it's just an offer. Can anyone please come tell us about their culture? You have to listen and see if you fit the characteristics of what that opportunity might be holding. So this is me at the 2-week seminar in America, and the teacher comes and says, hey, could anyone tell us about their culture? And I'm thinking, wait, I have a culture. Oh, I can talk about it. So I actually want you to grab a pen and a paper and write the following: characteristics of a good opportunity that is life-changing, so that you don't miss out. Because trust me, there's nothing so expensive as missing an opportunity. So number one, opportunity will not always have your name on it. Nobody will come into your face and say, oh, look, I got your passport to go to this and that. Or, hi, I got... No, someone will probably announce it. Or someone will just hear it in the grapevine, and you're required to make a step. You will always be required to make a step. You won't be forced into that. You will be required to take a step. I know how sure we like to feel with everything, and sometimes an opportunity gets presented to you and you feel very unsure, because is it really for me? Because if Mrs. Ringe announced that, Fidelis, I want you to go to America, I'd be like, why me? Are you guys trying to sell me? But instead, she came and announced for anyone who would love to participate, and I got to hear it. So I jumped into that opportunity, and it was the best decision I ever made. 2, good opportunities don't always last forever. Most of them have an expiration time. And because I remember Mrs. Ringe telling me, here's the paperwork, but make sure you complete all this and submit by this date so as to get considered. And so not only did I have to step up and say, I'm interested, now I had to take that information to my parents and present my case to them. And when they said, okay, that's fine, then now I have to take it the next step, following up, going to the cyber to make sure that everything they needed was sent to them on time. So me going to America, I remember, was such a big deal, because since I was a child, everybody talked about America. Oh, because so and so are doing very good because their daughter is in America. So I knew that, wow, if I actually make it to this land, in my head, I knew that if I made it into this land called America, then great things would be ahead of me. That was just my belief at that age. Which brings me to my 4th point. Opportunity changes. It's different for everyone. It's never going to be the same. You can get different opportunities at different stages in your life. But the biggest question is, will you take advantage of them? Will you get up and leave your comfort zone? Because the comfort zone is a good place to be, but trust me, nothing grows there. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is madness. So unless you're really comfortable at where you are, then sometimes try and do something different. Say yes to that opportunity and see where that takes you. Take that leap of faith. Don't wait until your wings have grown for you to take that leap. Leap, and the wings will grow. But then remember, everything you do today is important, because you're exchanging an entire day of your life for that thing. So make sure it's really, really important to you. Follow your heart. Actually, I'm currently taking advantage of an opportunity presented to me by my teacher to create this video for young girls to be presented at his daughter's school. And my hope is that I inspire you to continue being you. Because to take advantage of an opportunity presented to you requires you to be authentic to yourself. My hope is that after watching this, you'll be inspired to say yes to that opportunity. To be honest, when you take advantage of that opportunity that is closest to you, just the mere fact of stepping out of your comfort zone and jumping in and trying to do that which you dare to dream about, guarantee you that by saying yes to that opportunity that gets presented to you, you're taking advantage of that opportunity closest to you, and that opens up more paths for you to continue to get more opportunities. And before you know it, you're exactly where you want to be, doing exactly what you would love to do, with the people you actually want to be with. And that for me is living a full life. I don't know where that place is that you want to be. I don't know who that person is that you want to be with. And I don't know what that is that you want to be doing. But I believe in you because only you can make the best decisions about your life. Don't give up.